want y'all to keep your eye on what happens in 15 seconds when this 1250 candle opens up. This algorithm spools on time and price. We're going to end up running up to run out these highs. This yellow line is coming next in a couple seconds. So we'll be running up to this yellow line next, watch. Before 1 o'clock, we're gonna end up running this out, probably right away. I'll actually enter a play if we clear these first highs on the 15 second. Literally these highs right here, then I'll enter a play.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in. Just literally like a quick scalp, taking it from here to the yellow, just understanding that this algorithm is not gonna move towards a target until it's time. And so there's specific times you expect that movement to occur. 1250 being one of those times. So look how we start moving towards a yellow line right at that time. But we're gonna move clean past it, and we actually may even make a move into these highs as well. So I'll be watching those. So I got 2 upside targets. So we getting in now, and then we should move strongly past it and push into this yellow area. Do this in 1 minute. Minimum right here. Oh, I guess that's the same area. All right, never mind. But yeah, you see what's going on. So yeah, now we move up there. And we should be able to hit that yellow line, and I'll probably take profits there once we hit that yellow. Now, of course, I technically could take these scalper profits right now, but I'm looking towards that yellow line. I don't think it's pushing here for no reason. So it's like you could try to fight this chop all you want. For the past 20-something minutes, we've been chopping here, but I know exactly when it's gonna move, and that's when I entered the play. This algorithm is driven on time. It's not just price, it's time. Like, yes, we know where we're going, but when will we get there? When it's time to. And so this is a 50K eval that I'm showing you right here. See, target hit. I'm looking for us to move past it. If we come back into this busy, I'll just take profits. That's cool.
Order filled.
I'll take profits right there, but it's still wanted to show you that's what we'll do. We're gonna run to that target when it's time. Now, you know, I'm doing this 50K eval here because I want to show you guys that it's possible to pass it without oversizing. Now, technically, being that it's a 50K eval on TOPSTEP, technically oversizing is using minis, but I want to use like 1 or 2 minis max. I'm not trying to, you know, take 5 contracts and freaking kill it in 3 candles. You know, I want to be able to show y'all like decent sizing and that you could pass the eval pretty simply. So you see, based on this first play here, I think before I started the stream, I was already up like $8 on the account or whatever. But based on this first play here for the video, you see we bagged it, and I'll let y'all know how this account ends up going. All right, I'm about to scalp shorts right here.
Order filled.
I'm taking shorts because of the rejection on this 15-second RB, and I'm expecting us to move under these lows. And I'm really watching the 3 minute as I'm expecting us to come back into this 3-minute busy right here. See? So basically just literally scalping it from here to the blue. And when we get there, I'm gonna take profit. Like we just got there. There we go. I'm gonna take profit right there. So second play, successful scalp. So I'm watching how we react inside of this 3-minute busy. Very important area. I like this reaction off of the 15-second busy that we created. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter, anticipating a move over these highs and even higher. Once we clear those highs, I'm gonna go break even. Yep, I'll go break even here. We need to pretty much accelerate and continue this movement. So what I want to see is come back into this range. We need to actually go ahead and make a higher high and have some continuation here. This candle should push up. I don't want it to come and touch the high of this 15-second candle. I want to make a busy right here on the 15-second in this exact spot. That's the goal there. All right, so we just did. It made a very small one. Now price needs to use it. Bodies need to hold this area. Otherwise, I'm cool with getting stopped out in profit.
Order filled.
All right, so second play didn't get the acceleration that I needed it to. Like, I wanted it to really continue and see how much higher we could go. Now we coming back into the range, so I don't want to be a part of that. So that's how this play worked out. So as I watch this consolidation, let me kind of explain what's really going on right now. So a day like today is the day of NVIDIA's earnings. NVIDIA's earnings is after hours. There's also no relevant news on this economic calendar. And so I felt it was a great day to trade an EVAL instead of my regular money. Now, earlier I was on live with the mentees and we caught 184 points, which is the equivalent to about 760 ticks, if I'm not mistaken, on the NASDAQ. And our entry was right here, literally right in here. And we took it all the way down and we sold right at the bottom. So like a huge move, like catching it from up here to down here, huge move. We caught that on a live trade, got it at the bottom, to be honest, because we never went that low ever since. And we all the way up here now. I'm anticipating a potential run back to lows, and it'll largely come if we lose this BISI how we are. So I'm gonna enter one right now. And it's based on us losing this crucial area for us to hold for more upside, and we're also rejecting this 15-minute SIBI, a very crucial 15-minute SIBI for potential downside. Like this one is extremely important, and we needed it to reject on the lower half of that SIBI. So right now I'm anticipating a 1-minute bearish fair value gap. As you see, it's starting to form, and I'm expecting a pretty nice move to the downside. Now, as far as Top Step goes, Top Step only allows you to make 1,500 per day. If you're trying to do a 50K eval, they only let you make 1,500 per day. They don't want you to make it all in one day. So as you see, I need just about a little over $1,000 more for me to be able to close out today on this eval. So now you got the background. Now you see what's going on. And at this point, let's just find out. So once again, like, I didn't expect the big drop that happened earlier. I didn't expect that to happen. You know what I mean? But I definitely felt like the rest of the day will be choppy. And so that's why you see me on this eval. Still here on this eval, just trying to, because the worst case scenario is like, I pass the eval, you know, that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is, you know, I failed the eval, but at least I'm not losing any of my funded accounts. So I would rather not trade a funded account in low probability conditions, such as it's August, the least volume month of the year. August is the worst month to trade. It's a random Wednesday with no news events, and NVIDIA's earnings is after hours. So it's like, I would rather save my important capital, my main accounts, my funded accounts, and just trade evals on days like these. Because like I said, best case scenario is I get myself a nice little eval. But yeah, so here I am with one contract. I like the fact that price is rejecting the lower half of this 1-minute BISI. 1 minute is on the left side of my screen, 15 seconds is on the right side of my screen. If we get continuation on these lows, then we could definitely see a nice little drop. So if we lose these lows, I actually may thinking about scaling in. Let me see the 5-minute for a second. Man, I don't think we're gonna use this 5-minute BISI to take us to new highs, but it has potential, right? It has potential. I do feel if we lose these lows, though, we're gonna lose this 5-minute BISI. And if we lose this 5-minute BISI, we should be going to these lows. So I may scale in, meaning I'm gonna add one more contract in if we lose this purple area, because then I'll be anticipating this minimum, and then after that, we go into the low of the day. In my opinion, I could see that happening. So let's see how it play out. Once again, for Top Step, really, to be honest, I just need a little more than $1,000, and then I would have to officially close this account for the day. Because like I said, if you make too much, they'll extend the profit target. Like, they not, you don't have to make just 3K. They can be like, hey, listen, you're gonna have to make 4K to get your funded. So I'm not even going to play with it. I just need to make a little more than 1,000, and then I can finally say, hey, I made the maximum that I could make in one day today, which is 1,500. Right now, the account is at about 480. We had about 480. Prior to heading into this play, right? I mean, prior to this play. So what I was looking for out of this 15-minute SIBI is not only invalidating that 3-minute BISI I had, right? I had a 3-minute BISI right here. I wanted to see us invalidate that because this is a very, very, very important BISI. If we were bullish, we would have absolutely used this to go higher. So that's one thing that told me that we're bearish right now. So I got an invalidation of a bullish tool. I like that. And then on top of that, I like to see a 1-minute SIBI form out of consolidation, as well as after touching a 15-minute SIBI. So now I got that SIBI, and you see that price has so far rejected it very sensitively. So we call it IOFAD. Very sensitively rejected it. I would want to see continuation to the downside now, as I'm getting a lot of bearish confirmations telling me I'm on the correct side of the market, which we were already anticipating lows anyways. Plus, I told my mentees since early this morning, I told us early in the New York session that we already put the high end of the day. So any rally is expected to either get shorted or just simply rally enough to where we consolidate in the middle. But there was no expectation that we would have a huge reversal and make a new high of the day before 4 o'clock. It's currently 120. So this is one of the rallies that could potentially be getting shorted. And that's what I'm in this play for. So once again, I really need this to lose these lows, and then I'll get and lose this purple area, and then I'll start saying, okay, there's a chance that we could really make a nice dive to the downside. I like how we just made a 5-minute SIBI here as well. I do like this. The only thing is, by the way it formed, there's a chance we could visit it. So I don't like the fact that we're probably going to visit this. I'm actually going to go break even just in case. But the way that this fair value gap formed, these are the type of fair value gaps that we typically tend to revisit. So I wouldn't be surprised to see us revisit it. I would just hope that whatever revisit we do is just simply a quick sweep of this high and then a deep dive right back to the lows. Now, if we don't revisit this 5-minute fair value gap, I'm happy. Obviously, that's a good sign for me. I'm already in shorts, so I don't want us to trade any higher. I want us to go ahead and just lose this purple area. But yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. The times when you tend to see consolidation in the market is largely when you're in between two very probable POIs. And what that is, for example, a bearish person is largely looking for this SIBI to hold. If anything, we don't want it to get traded too. So that's me right now. I'm on that side of the market. A bullish person would love to see this discount BISI hold in the market and deliver higher prices, as it's a BISI and discount. But me basing it off of the rejection of this 15-minute SIBI is why I believe that this 15-minute SIBI will overpower this 5-minute discount BISI. So even if we push up for a little second, I believe it'll just push up, reject this 5-minute SIBI right here. If I would have highlighted, you'll see. I just don't like it when my charts are too busy, but I believe it'll end up rejecting this area and coming back down. But where do you consolidate? This part is where we're in between sentiment. That's typically where the market likes to consolidate. And so you just need to remain calm and wait for confirmation on your plays. You know, even if you're not in anything right now, you could wait until we invalidate this before you go short, or you could try your hand at once price taps this. But the in-between place, which is kind of where we are right now, this in-between spot is where people tend to blow the account dealing with the chop. So that's a little tip for you on how to avoid like unnecessary chop losses. So as you see so far, price just tapped into that 5-minute SIBI, and we getting this type of reaction so far. Hopefully it holds, but a good sign for bids is us being super sensitive to this, right? This is the 5-minute SIBI we was watching. If we could remain super sensitive to that, notice that as soon as we touched it, we got this big rejection to the downside. That shows you that you're most likely on the correct side of the market. If it holds, of course, we need to actually run under those lows. Now, if we come back up, that's self-explanatory. But if we could hold this reaction, so even this SIBI that just formed in price action, if we could reject that with bodies, then we're on the correct side. Now, if it invalidates that with bodies, then you know what's up. Like it's currently most likely about to do. So then we're still dealing with the consolidation. We're still dealing with chop. But if we lose these lows, then like I said, you know where we should be going. All right, here comes that 130 candle, very important time period here. 130 candle had just opened up, so let's see what the reaction is.
Order filled.
All right, so price is pushing up deeper into this SIBI. So far, the discount BTC's winning the battle. I don't think it will ultimately win the battle, but we'll see. Capital protected nonetheless, of course. So we're still looking for that final, just about $1,000 here on this top step eval. I'm still eyeing this area for rejection. So being that it's a 5-minute area, I want to see the 1 minute. I want to see the 1 minute use this area and turn back around with 1 minute SIBIs. Then I'll know I'm on side. But the 1 minute stays strong like this and everything, then you know that's self-explanatory. So this is really a crucial period right here. Like these aggressive candles, I don't really get scared by them because a lot of times they basically baiting people to the upside, right? They start pushing hard and the next thing you know, we turn around and do something like that. So, you know, I don't really panic with those things. There's room for me to short here or to stop loss above here, but I'm gonna preserve capital. I'm gonna just take things with confirmation right now. But a trade idea definitely is to go short right now with a stop loss above here. In this scenario, if you're anticipating more downside like I am. If we lose these lows, I'm gonna head back into this play. I'm gonna go short if we lose these lows right here.
Order filled.
Got in a little bit early, but it's fine. Now that we lost these lows, I'm expecting aggressive moves back down into the range. I would only stop myself out if we lose these highs up here. So I'll go ahead and put my stop loss there.
Order filled.
All right, so I took a small loss on this play, and I will have to reassess as we're kind of still in between these two PD arrays, and the movement to the upside is choppy. The movement to the downside is not delivering just yet, so I will sit patiently on this play. All right, so I'm still eyeing this same play in between these two PD arrays. If I start to see acceleration to the downside, I'm getting in shorts because once again, I do believe that we're going short still. I still believe that this SIBI is going to end up working out here. Remember, we got this SIBI from the 5 minute. I like where bodies are sitting at on it. And I believe we're going to reject it to go lower. Just a matter of like, when do we stop consolidating? That's really what the question is at this point. So now I'm watching to see what's being respected. Like you see how price have respected this SIBI right here. That's the first sign that I like to see. That's showing me like, okay, it might be time for a bearish move, because when price is bearish, you'll see bearish PD arrays be respected. So the first bearish PD array that got tested right now was this SIBI. I see price made a lower low with it. Let's see if it's gonna end up invalidating it now. I don't know. If it does invalidate it now, then obviously the play is not ready. But what lets me know we're ready to pretty much start moving is when I start seeing these tools get respected. I like that the 15-second bodies is holding this area still. So we start to make another 15-second SIBI like we are right now, then I'm gonna get in. See, this right here is confirmation for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in.
Order filled.
Because if we were not bearish, right? If we were not bearish, this wouldn't happen. Like, we're respecting the heck out of that 15-second SIBI that we needed to respect. And so price is telling me that we're officially in bearish order flow. And so I'm cool with this. And then now, you know, my play is based on price holding this, but ideally, I'm talking about this 15-second SIBI, but ideally price, I don't even want price coming back to it. I want price to make a hard and quick move under this consolidation. It should be very fast and simultaneously. If you're looking at the 1 minute, ideally, right, I want this 1 minute to make a bearish fair value gap right now. You know, like, so I don't want us to spend too much time to the upside right now. I want us to quickly turn around and start dropping lower. That way we can have a 1 minute bearish fair value gap forming right here. That'd be a good sign. See, I don't like how high it's pushing up right now as far as a 1 minute goes, but on the 15-second, I still have this as a line of defense that I'm holding my play based on. So we got the rejection on the VI, right? VI rejection right there. See it? So far, so good. We lost those lows. We need to continue to the downside, of course. So far, we like what the 5 minute SIBI is doing. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it so my chart just looks a little bit cleaner, but we gotta remember this rejection is based on the 5 minute SIBI. See, this 5 minute SIBI, we wanted to see how it, you know, it was like a battle, right? We had the 5 minute BISI, the 5 minute SIBI. We came up, staggered up. We never like a staggered move. That's how you know it's a fake move often. Rejected a 5 minute SIBI, and we're expecting this to help us accelerate and move past the BISI. So under this BISI, it could get pretty bad for price. And so we're definitely watching it. We did make a 1 minute, let me see. Yeah, well, it's a very tiny 1 minute SIBI. Never mind, that's insignificant. We're still just obviously looking for movements under these lows. But the 15-second is doing what it's supposed to do. 15-second is currently doing what it's supposed to do. So we're gonna ride that trend. And we're looking for a run under these lows, ideally. I'm gonna go break even here.
Order filled.
I got out just in time, break even, because I don't like the pushback up. If we reject this SIBI and come down hard, that's cool. I'll take it. Like, we just hit that SIBI and hopefully we could come down hard, but I didn't like the revisit to it at all. I didn't like that. So it's pretty much at this point, it'd be better to wait for price to actually lose these lows. All right, there.
Order filled.
So here we are. Like I said, when we lose these lows, it should get pretty bad. I mean, dang, we like, I wasn't even looking at the screen for a second, but yeah, we lost them lows. I'm expecting more continuation under the purple. And once we lose purple, like I said, it could get pretty bad for the NASDAQ here. So we'll be watching this. First destination, second destination. I'm expecting a rejection right here inside of this 15-second SIBI that we're on right now. And with that being said, I'm going to end up, once this flips red, I'm going to get back in another one.
Order filled.
All right, so I'm now in 2 contracts. That's my max position size that I want to do for this 50K eval. And I'm expecting continuation to the downside. We need about $1,200 more on this eval to pass it for the day. So let's see how I go. Like I said, I'm expecting a rejection in this 15-second SIBI. So out of this, I'm expecting a big run into this yellow line. We should run right into this yellow line and then even farther down, to be honest. We're gonna move there pretty quickly, I feel. So what I need, $1,200 more. That's 30 points. So that'll take us to right here. I'm gonna go ahead and set two. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set 2 limit buys right there. I'm hoping that this one play right here should be able to close us out for the day. All right, it just became 150. As I told you, this is when you should start to see us move towards the target. We already got to the first target, which is yellow line, but I'm holding for lower because I know we're expected to reject this civvy right here that we just rejected. We're expected to reject this and move towards my target. All right. We shouldn't come above the halfway point of the civvy above it. I wouldn't want to see that. But I'm expecting the one that we rejected so far to continue to reject us. If not, once again, I'll be watching just about the halfway mark of this other one. I don't want to see price come above there. But ultimately, I do feel that we're going to end up coming towards my target. Like magic, right? Like magic. See a quick dive. It's currently 151. So like I said, this is the time period where you should start seeing them move towards the target. I like how it got us to the lows, right? I want this target, but it did its job. The job of this is to get it to the previous lows. That's what it did. So now I don't like the fact that we're sweeping it a little bit, but obviously we're pretty much consolidating. I still believe in my target. But I'm gonna set a stop loss pretty much exactly right there because I don't want us coming back above those highs that we just put in, because that is the place I want to rejections. That you heard me say that a couple minutes ago, right at that exact spot. So now that we got that rejection, there's no reason at all for price to come back above here. Not at all. We want to see price come here next. I like how we just rejected this 15-second civvy as well. As we know, we look for bodies, not wicks. See the bodies holding under that. That's a good sign. I want to see continuation. Go. There we go. Let's go ahead and run
Order
the target. Order fill. Target hitter. And you see that we just completed this. Completed the objective here on Top Step. Got the first half 1,500 done. I would let it hold this play longer and watch it see to my other targets that I told y'all about, but I gotta cut it right here. Top Step don't let me make too much in one day. So hopefully you're enjoying this so far. We'll see what tomorrow's price action could bring.
Order filled. Order filled.
And there you have it. Past the funded account. One shot, one kill. Not gonna lie, I had to do this real quick because I want to get back to my funded accounts because I want to take advantage of today's price action. So I had to do it in one shot. My logic on this play ultimately was after this consolidation, we had already reacted well to this 5-minute bid. So you see that bodies were holding it. I knew that there's more upside coming. Based on this 4 hour, I'm expecting price to run into these highs. I want to catch this with my funded, so I'm gonna go ahead and change accounts ASAP. So I just wanted to kill this first play in the morning. One shot, one kill. Now you see we just got funded. So it's pretty easy to pass these evals. Like I feel like I can really pass evals whenever I want to. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, if you guys are trading evals and everything, I suggest that you just size correctly, take your time, take profitable setups, and I promise you, you're gonna get the success that's coming to you. Right now, if you're watching this video, definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel, check the links in the description, because I have a free community where I give free classes every single week. Literally every week is free classes. So definitely tap in, press the link in the description. I have links to all these different prop firm companies in my description as well, so definitely check those out. My Instagram is in my description as well. Everything's in the description. Go check that out. Subscribe to the channel. I'm about to catch this move on my funded. Peace.